We're here with Shah Rukh Khan, who is the first male Bollywood actor to attend the Met Gala. Please tell us how it feels to make history tonight.
This is it? This is what you guys are so pissed about? Is that not a valid question? Was that not the first time a male Bollywood actor has ever been to the Met Gala?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video we want to talk about the Met Gala, Shah Rukh Khan and the outrage that's coming from the India community calling out Teyana and Ego out for disrespecting Shah Rukh Khan. So if you don't know, the Met Gala happened this week and we also saw the amazing fashion that go, and the theme of the Met Gala was celebrating the Black history and Black culture and Black fashion. So the Bollywood star Shah Rukh Khan, let me know if you know who Shah Rukh Khan is. Shah Rukh Khan walked the red carpet or walked the blue carpet, and he was interviewed by Teyana and Ego, and he was standing with his designer, and he was being asked a question and talking about how nervous he is, but his designer went on to raise up his accolades, who he is, and how he's one of the global stars here and all that. And this interview has struck conversation because some Indian people or some Bollywood fans are calling out Teyana and Ego for disrespecting Shah Rukh Khan, for not knowing who Shah Rukh Khan is, and for his designer to be the one to talk and praise his accolades and talk about what who he is. And for this has really the conversation of Americans should know Shah Rukh Khan and how Americans are being sheltered, how Americans feel like they are the center of everything. So because of that, they don't need to know other people, and how Shah Rukh Khan is the biggest star ever on earth, and how the entire world, people are talking about it. Anyway, guys, let's go check out the interview, people's response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Bollywood actor to attend the Met Gala. Please tell us how it feels to make history tonight.
I don't know about history, but I'm extremely nervous and excited. And Sabyasachi, who convinced me to come here. I've not done too many red carpets. I'm very shy. So for me, it's the first time. But looking at you both, it's wonderful to be here.
Oh, thank you. The carpet tonight is actually blue. So does that make you any less nervous?
Yes, now I'm absolutely all right.
It's okay now.
Now I'm all there now. Now I'm
Everything changes when you find out it's a blue carpet.
Right. No, the blue carpet look good too.
Yeah.
On everybody.
I think so. What are you most excited about tonight?
For me, most exciting is I have little kids who are very excited about Met. I don't know if I would have come here on my own, but when Sabya suggested that I should come, they went, wow. So I still don't know, is it wow? They call you. Wow. Then you'll be good on it.
What's your inspiration behind this look, like tonight's look?
Tonight's look is because I told Sabya that I only wear black and white. But what is designed for me is what I'm most comfortable in. Because that's how I think it should be. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And just
the stick especially.
Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
love this
cold.
and just to give you a little bit of context, Shah Rukh Khan is probably one of the most famous men in the world, and his fan following is legendary. And we nearly had a stampede outside the hotel when he came out. And you know, when you get a man like this on the red carpet, especially when it's Black Dandy, I think representation is the most important thing, and we wanted to represent Shah Rukh Khan as Shah Rukh Khan and nobody else.
Okay, well, Sabi, I think you did your thing. Shari, you look fantastic. I hope your kids are proud. You got to be proud of Dad. Yeah. Dad did his thing.
Dad did his thing, yeah?
Yeah.
That you daddy on a carpet. Now you got to go on a carpet and show the kids, listen.
I'll be so
Dad.
cool on the carpet
Yeah.
for my kids, you don't know.
Yeah, Daddy.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to rock it, yes.
All right.
Dad.
Thank you
That
so
carpet,
much.
do it.
Thank you, you're kind.
Did anybody else notice that the interviewers at the Met Gala had no idea who Shah Rukh Khan is? For context, Shah Rukh Khan is not just a celebrity. He is literally one of the most famous people on planet Earth. In fact, he's probably more famous than Earth. My grandma can't remember her own Wi-Fi password, but she will remember Shah Rukh Khan's birthday. Shah Rukh Khan is an actor from India. He's acted for over 30 years in over 80 films and has literally billions of fans in every single continent. Think about it like Beyonce's fan base meets Messi's fan base meets BTS's fan base. Times that by 2 and that's it. He's been on Time Magazine's most influential, and Forbes ranks him higher than most Hollywood A-listers. Oh, he's rich. Like private island rich. So the fact that he showed up to the Met Gala is historic. This man does not just show up to events, he is the event. The carpet was lucky he walked on it. So a hot tip, next time you're interviewing someone and you don't know who they are, just assume that they're Shah Rukh Khan. Because statistically, you'll be right.
Okay, obviously I love Shah Rukh Khan, but I'm literally keeping my bias out of what I'm gonna say in this video. And it's that the Met Gala and America literally think that they're the center of the world. Time and time again, they prove this. Imagine having Shah Rukh Khan, the most famous person in the world. Like, I will say that with my full chest. I think Shah Rukh Khan is one of the most famous people in the world. He is the only person whose face they project onto the Burj Khalifa for his birthday, and every time a movie comes out, they're making a statue for him in Trafalgar Square in London. Like, it's not just South Asia. The whole world knows who Shah Rukh Khan is. If you travel to Morocco or South Africa or Germany and you say you're Desi, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love Shah Rukh Khan. Only people who don't know who he is are culturally insensitive Americans. Not just the interviewers, the celebrities who are walking on the carpet didn't know that they were standing next to the most famous man in the world that millions of people around the world would kill to see. This isn't even like a one-time thing. In 2016, Shah Rukh Khan got detained at JFK airport for the third time traveling to America, and he said, every time I want to be humbled or my head gets too big, I come to America because they literally make me feel like I'm any other brown person. If you let him walk out of the airport at JFK, you will see just how big of a movie star he is. And I wanted to touch on Diljit Dosanjh as well, because although he's still a little bit more niche than Shah Rukh Khan, he performed at Coachella. He's like one of the most well-known Punjabi artists. He showed up to the Met in a look inspired by the Maharajas of Punjab. It was so graceful and beautiful, but tell me why the Met let Kim Kardashian borrow the Marilyn Monroe outfit, and they've given accessories to people to help complement their outfits. But Diljit Dosanjh wasn't wearing any of these similar jewels that were literally stolen from his homeland and are sitting in British museums and Western institutions. The Met is literally saying, we will use your aesthetic and your stardom, but we don't really care about your history. So the real question is, why should people like Shah Rukh Khan, who are like global icons, even go? Sabyasachi wanted him to go. What actually is crazy to me is, like, for a lot of people, he was probably just like a background celebrity while they were trying to see a Kardashian or a Jenner. I just think it's time we stop pretending like places like the Met Gala are the peak of global recognition.
We're here with Shah Rukh Khan, who is the first male Bollywood actor to attend the Met Gala. Please tell us how it feels to make history tonight.
This is it? This is what you guys are so pissed about? Is that not a valid question? Was that not the first time a male Bollywood actor has ever been to the Met Gala? Were they supposed to bow first? I've seen so many think pieces about the ignorance, the disrespect, the stupid Americans. They didn't say, who the are you and what are you doing here? Was she supposed to list out all of his accomplishments and his net worth prior to asking that question? This event was about fashion through the lens of Black American history. And I've seen all of these South Asian and Indian people making videos and comments about how, well, there is an underrepresentation of us in Hollywood and media as well. Yeah, bitch! That's what she was asking about! She was asking, how does it feel to be the first Bollywood actor at the Met Gala? That's crazy. They didn't do their homework. Well, they did their homework enough to know that he represents a historically underrepresented group at this particular event, and they wanted to ask him about it. He's the most famous actor in the world. He's the most rich actor in all of the land. Sure, great, whatever. Happy for him, but nothing bad happened to him at the Met Gala. He was not disrespected.
The villain is not Shah Rukh Khan, it's not Teyana Taylor, it's not even Ego. You know who the villain is? Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi got on that carpet and said, and so what if the theme is Black dandyism? I feel like the best way that I, as a designer, can honor the culture that we're celebrating here today is by completely ignoring the theme. We're actually just going to highlight how big of a superstar Shah Rukh Khan is, and the rest of y'all losers and B-listers can kind of get with the program. Like, that man literally got up there and said, yeah, I'm not doing that theme. Black dandyism, we're not doing it. We're just gonna do what SRK usually wears in all black, and we're gonna throw some chains on, and that's black enough, right? Like, huh? Are we? That's the disrespect. Y'all are completely missing the point. I get it. The Indian community is like on edge right now because the Indian hate online is getting crazy, and because we just had that whole issue with the dupatta situation. Call out culture has like ruined society because a lot of these issues could be avoided if people weren't incentivized to say, I got them, see, I caught you. It's just virtue signaling. Like, it doesn't make you a better person to be like, you're disrespecting everyone by not knowing who SRK is. First of all, the designer of the clothes literally was like, we don't give a about this theme. Do you realize? Yeah. Like, I'm not making this up. Read it. Do you see it? That's crazy.
Sorry, the Shah Rukh Khan drama is, I'm not gonna say it's not real because it's very real to people, but I do think we have to pivot what we're talking about, right? I don't think we should be saying the interviewers, right, Teyana and Ego, I don't think we should be saying that they were like rude or disrespectful or even unprepared, right? Because those questions were definitely just like the same old regular approved questions that they were supposed to be asking, right? Those are like, because they're not journalists. They're not. They are charming, cool celebrities that are supposed to be charming and cool to everybody that they talk to for the next 2 minutes, right? I don't think we should really be saying they did such a horrible job. Like, no, the interview was a key. In fact, I thought it was cute and cheeky. I was confused up until that designer started. The moment he said, yeah, just so you know, he's actually very famous and there are a bunch of people waiting outside his hotel room just because he's that famous. He's got a mob of people outside because he's that famous. I said, oh, the vibe just shifted. I think we could talk about how Americans think they're the center of the universe and how we don't know anything that's going on internationally or globally because we only prioritize our American media, right? Like, I think that is a conversation that is real and tangible and actually has merit to it, right? Because again, I didn't know Shah Rukh Khan. Everybody talk about he ain't Michael Jackson. Hey, look, we shouldn't be calling nobody Michael Jackson because everybody knew Michael Jackson without these phones. So that's that. If he is a big deal globally, right? If he's a big deal on the other side of the pond, then maybe we should know him. But we don't, because American media don't care about nothing but American media. So why don't y'all just introduce us instead of being anti-black towards these interviewers who literally didn't do anything wrong? I think that would be a much better starting point.
They're doing the sinners thing again. Why is it that every time it's about black people, we have to bring someone else into it? So now the Southeast Asians are upset with us. Really, they're upset with Anna Wintour, but they're not going to say that because they're upset with two black women because they interviewed a Bollywood superstar, a global international superstar, but they didn't fangirl over him the way they feel like they should. And isn't this the same thing that happened less than 2 weeks ago when a Latino man got on this app and got upset because he felt like his culture wasn't represented in Sinners? At this point, it's a pattern that every time we're celebrating, specifically American black culture, American black people are expected to put a spotlight on other people when it's our time to shine. We need to talk about that more often.
We are here with Shah Rukh Khan, who is the first male Bollywood actor to attend the Met Gala. Please tell us how it feels to make history tonight.
I don't know about history, but I'm extremely nervous and excited. And Sabyasachi, who convinced me to come here. Looking at you both, it's wonderful to be here.
Oh, thank you. The designer tonight, yes.
Sabyasachi.
You did a great job, Sabyasachi. Yes.
Thank you.
The carpet tonight is actually blue. So does that make you any less nervous?
Yes, now I'm absolutely all right.
It's okay now.
Now I'm all there now. Now I'm
Everything changes.
People from around the world can't wait to do think pieces about how ignorant and how dumb Americans are. And they do so because they jump on this anti-American bandwagon that perpetuates and penetrates around the world. The commentary and the rhetoric that's being put out about Shah Rukh Khan and his experience at the Met Gala is just false. After watching this full interview with Teyana Taylor interviewing him, not only did she say his name correctly, she then said he made history by being the first Bollywood actor to come there. He then gave them some Indian riz and made them smile, and they chuckled and they laughed. I'm lost here where the disrespect comes in. Apparently for you guys, the only correct way that this interview could have happened is if they fangirled over him. But why would two famous people fangirl over another famous person? Regardless of the fact that they did know who he was, they did interview him for Vogue magazine. He gave his designer a shout out, and they gave him a 2-minute segment at the Met. This Met was for black people, black fashion, black designers, black creative consultants, black creativeness, and black style. How is that lost on you? I feel like you guys just can't wait to hate Americans, and God forbid it's two black American women that are doing the interview. Let's just dogpile on them. This man is famous in Asia. He's famous in Africa. He's famous anywhere that people watch Bollywood. The world does not watch Bollywood. Stop calling him the most famous man in the world where he's not famous everywhere in the world, because he's not.
When something is Indian, it is inherently important. It is inherently one of the biggest things in the world. Shah Rukh Khan's stylist calling out to those reporters that he is one of the biggest actors in the world. Oh my God, he ate so bad with that, because like, I feel like all Indian, South Asians, we can all agree that like sometimes we feel like we're being gaslit, because I remember when Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra was getting married and people did not understand how big of a deal that was. People did not understand how huge Priyanka Chopra was. And for her to be marrying a freaking Jonas brother, like that was so wild. But it's like we're
We're literally like, is anybody else seeing this right now? Because we understand the magnitude of 1.5 billion people. It's so hard for the Western media to really grasp that because they're so good at diminishing us, coupled with our culture really like being so modest, so innately passive. We haven't advocated for ourselves. We've always been so separate from one another because of culture, language, religion, barriers, whatever. But those of us that are like have immigrated to another country, we get lumped in. We get lumped in with Arabs. We get lumped in with all South Asians. And so the beauty of that is we've actually learned to like advocate for one another. And Gen Z is not playing with you. Like Gen Z does not play. They're gonna call you out on your dupatas because this is not the first wave of dupatta stealing. Okay, I've lived through the other ones, but this is the first time y'all are getting called out on your shit. And so for him to say Shah Rukh Khan is one of the biggest actors of the world, like that was such a statement in saying when something is Indian, it is inherently important. It is inherently one of the biggest things in the world. And I think that's like a message that I always have to drive, but to see it on the freaking Met Gala, oof.
I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible, and I'm gonna hold your hand while I'm doing it. The average American has no idea who Shah Rukh Khan is. Matter of fact, I'm an entertainment reporter. I went to work today and I asked a few people, do you know who Shah Rukh Khan is? And they all said no. And these are people who have been in the industry 20 plus years. And two things can be true at once. He is an international, global superstar, a living legend. He's not relevant in American pop culture. And that is by design. America for a long time has only exported its culture, media, art as a means of soft power and never imported it. And it's to perpetuate this false idea that America is the best country in the world, the best at everything, and the rest of the world's media, music, movies, etc. is subpar. Only recently is that changing with social media, the internet, streaming services, importing entertainment from the rest of the world. So we have K-pop, for example, Nollywood movies, Bollywood movies. Even let's look at the name Bollywood, for example, which is a combination of Bombay, which was the former name of the Indian city Mumbai, and Hollywood. Right? So it still centers the American film industry. Same thing with Nollywood, which is Nigerian Hollywood. So I think the anger towards Ego and Teyana is misdirected because they did not disrespect him at all. But I think it's this frustration with America. Now we think we're the center of the universe and that has created animosity. We're very sheltered from the rest of the world, deliberately. Even the way we teach geography in schools isn't the way they teach geography abroad. That's why the average American, when you ask them where India is going to point to Brazil. Things are changing. We are bursting through our bubble. We are getting exposed to different cultures, different languages, different influences. And for some, that is seen as threatening, including this current administration. I also know how hyper-focused our entertainment outlets are on American pop culture, and not just American pop culture. White American pop culture. And in fact, the irony of all of this is the fact that this was the first Met Gala to put a spotlight on black style. And how for too long that has gone unacknowledged, unappreciated, appropriated. And this was supposed to be the moment that was spotlighted. And so the whole point is, we're all fighting the same fight, y'all. And it is misdirected anger to take it out on those two women. Love them. I think they did a good job. But it's not lost on me that job hosting the Vogue live stream was held by Andre Leon Talley, who was fired and ousted from that position because they wanted Liza Koshy, a YouTuber, who it's not her fault, but they wanted the eyeballs, right? With the changing social media times, they wanted somebody with a huge following instead of somebody who was a fashion historian, who had extensive knowledge of the industry. He knew every stitch, seam, sequence, inspiration, every designer down to the T. He was worldly and knowledgeable about different cultures. But in today's day and age, that's not important anymore.
True. Please go down in the comment section, share your thought. Love to know what you think about this video. Do you think Shah Rukh Khan was being disrespected? And do you know who Shah Rukh Khan is until this video? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Okay. So for me personally, when I saw the interview, I don't see anything wrong with that interview. Like, I don't even understand. I was watching it, like waiting for the disrespect. I could not. But clearly, you could know that the designer standing next to Shah Rukh Khan feel some type of way about the entire interview and just true things of when you're like, oh, he's the biggest, like, okay, she said it. The first Hollywood, but maybe because Ego didn't introduce him as the biggest national, international, global star. Maybe that's what was doing the designer. But it doesn't seem like Shah Rukh Khan picked any offense or any vibe on because he was just going with the flow. The person that shifted the energy was the designer when it came off to start introducing and putting all the accolades and all that. And I do respect, like, people should get their accolade, but was that the time? And I agree with the creator that said that the designer was the person that was being disrespectful because it was supposed to be a Met Gala that was themed to celebrate black culture, and it's used to, like, F it, I'm going to do what I want to do, da 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 da. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do you celebrate your culture, celebrate your personal style? It is fine, but I don't see the disrespect here, and the people coming and talking about, especially the India community, talking about how disrespected it is. I understand the fact that, and that's the thing people just need to understand. Do you guys remember when Beyonce brought those guys from South Africa to do the Around the World Girls? They didn't know who Beyonce was. Not everybody knows who everybody was. And I get it. They'll say, oh, those are some guys from the local end of South Africa. But it is still valid even at this point. And some people even want to compare it to the Babyface situation that happened last year where the interviewer left Babyface to go interview somebody else. It's not the same because in this contest, Shah Rukh Khan is a Bollywood star, and the truth is that it's not everybody that, like, now if you ask me the present Bollywood star now, I don't know because I don't watch Bollywood anymore. I know Shah Rukh Khan because that was what we had to watch. But I don't know the present Hollywood star. If you show me Bollywood star, I don't know. Even some Hollywood stars now, I don't even know because they are not my cup of tea anymore. And it is fine. Shah Rukh Khan runs and is a star arise when it was millennials. It's especially millennials that is going to know Shah Rukh Khan. And I get it. Not everybody's supposed to know everybody, no matter how big, and not everybody. Haven't you seen, I want to use this for example, like a content creator that has billions of followers, and then you see the person, you've never seen the person once in your life before, but everybody's telling you that how come you don't know the person. I remember when I was telling another creator about Mr. Beast. Yes, Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTube creator on this platform. I was telling him about Mr. Beast, and this creator did not know. They were like, huh? That's a YouTuber. She's like, what? I don't know. Who's that? Who's that? So whether you like it or not everybody will know everybody. But me, I don't say anything wrong with the interview. They knew he was the first Bollywood star to come and walk the red carpet. How does that make it disrespectful? And they were even making light of things and all that. They followed his lead in the conversation. He said he was nervous. They said, oh, hope you feel better now that the carpet is not red, it's blue. So what was disrespectful there? Me, I don't say. I just feel like sometimes the internet sometimes know how to do fake outrage, sometimes fake vexing and all that. The person that should be like giving the side that is the designer that went on he had people waiting in the hotel. That was an unnecessary talk. Honestly, if I was the one, I would shrink like, oh. And I get it, the way it looks on the Met Gala, there was no lot of attention put on the person. It is fine. Like, I don't understand. America, we all know America is sheltered. Like the last creator said, America is sheltered. And a lot of things, America exports a lot of their entertainment and culture out there. And that's why you see anybody in Africa, in the Middle East, in Asia, everybody wants to go to America. Because America is that land of milk and honey. Is that God-blessed land. Is that land that everything works softly. I remember growing up, I used to say, oh, I want to go, like, oh, America, America, America. And it's really about their healthcare. Like, if you're just sick, when you go there, they will rush you into the hospital and take care of you immediately. Not knowing that they will go through your insurance. I didn't know that until now that I'm grown. So a lot of the time, the way the media, when you're going to high school, you'll be in high school, year one, and then you're already driving your own car. That was what we were sold. So we get it that America has been sheltered, and there's some narrative that has been put just for the American people, and a lot of some Americans are actually in the bubble, but also some are very, very intelligent. Some of the things I know about the dynamic going on in America and even in the world, even as a black person, most of them are taught and educated by black people from America. So it's not just to say global, not everybody will know you. Do you know how many people are in this world that you expect the entire world to know you? See, Shah Rukh Khan knows his words. He gets it. He comes to a place where they don't care. America only care about their own stuff. Have you seen Nigeria artists when they are breaking the bullet, they are selling stadiums, everything. When they get to America, they are regular citizen or people walking the streets. That's America for you. Anyway, guys, please let me know what you think about this story, because for me, I don't even understand the anger here. Go on and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this guy here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.